Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm going casual mode and just defeating these guys as fast as possible. I'm here mostly just to educate. And plus, I'll actually fully admit it. I've never actually defeated any super boss without casual mode. With the exception of Final Marcus, but again, I was like level 99 when I do that, so. Anyways, hey everybody, it's Chronicles, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we defeated the Drug Lord and then attempted to do super bosses, but I got my ass beat. So, yeah. Anyways, this time, again, this is going to be mostly a guide about what the best strategies are and where to find every super boss in the game. I already kind of went over Final Marcus a little bit, but basically he has a really strong top. He has a very strong spike, and he's fairly challenging. But upon defeating him, he does drop glory stuff. He also drops some weapons for Fiora, I believe, and he also drops rare Superbosses crystals, which can provide spike defense. So that's a good enemy to keep in mind, especially for fighting the other enemies that have high spike damage. I'll come back to this later, because I don't want to have to deal with the other super boss that's up here. At least not yet. And now for another rematch. This time against Ancient Daedalus, which, as I mentioned before, also has spike damage. First move is always firing you with a laser. Excuse me. Firing you with a laser, which always warns you in a vision that'll happen. And it's just an overall pain in the rear end. So I would recommend having this team, along with Dumbman having some kind of machina weapon. And let's go. Level 105, Ancient Daedalus. Get the hot initial tension. Oh, I didn't get warned of a vision this time. Okay, that's new, but I welcome it. All right, heal myself off a little bit. So kind of build up Monado art so I can get rid of the spike. But yeah, even on casual mode, these super bosses are actually a little bit of a challenge, believe it or not. Alright, so let's chain attack. Backslash. Double wind. Soaring Tempest. Also, another neat thing about casual mode, it pretty much gets rid of the level difference and the whole, like, forcefully missing attacks thing. So that is something else to keep in mind, something that can be very helpful. Alright. Bolt Screw. I'm not worried about that attack, but at least I can start things off with some attacks. Double wind. Double Blossom Dots. And let's do a times for Monado Purge. Also, keep in mind too, this is the only Mechon super boss in the entire game. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's do this. Oh, I missed it. Alright, let's do Stream Edge. Do some... There we go. That's nice. Getting some nice level ups off of this. Very nice. And for that we get glory gear, some other glory armor, but most importantly, rare earth crystals with night vision. This is how you get night vision 6 gems, which are really essential for fighting the other super bosses. Like, straight up, I would not recommend fighting any other super boss, even if you're playing on casual mode, until you have at least 1 or 2 Night Vision 6 gems. I'm not overly worried about that, so I'm just going to continue on. The next super boss is in Satoral March. I've already shown this off, but I didn't fight it because I knew I was going to get my butt kicked by it. So I'll just meet you over by where it is. And here it is. Level 108, Despotic Arson. Oh, I missed the thing. Dang it. So the gimmick with this one... Oh, I forgot to switch out Dumbbell's Machina weapon. Dang it. Oh well, not that big a deal. Anyways, the big gimmick with this one is that it has extremely high agility, meaning that it's gonna be dodging your attacks left and right. And it's also gonna be highly accurate with a lot of its moves. So even Dumbbell will be taking several hits against this thing. So because of that, I would recommend having some face tank in the party, like Ryan. The only reason I'm not switching things out is just because I was just kind of rushing through these as fast as I can. Alright. But aside from that, this thing is not too much of a threat. The attacks don't do a whole lot of damage. But it is a fight that goes on forever. Due to the fact that it has very high agility, it will be dodging most of your attacks. So it's not so much a big threat, but it is a nuisance. Though it still does have its strong attacks, like Emperor Combo 10. I think I could wait a little bit before I do a chain attack. Or before I do a shield. Alright. Times 3 Blossom Dance. I would also recommend doing days arts against a lot of these super bosses, since that pretty much guarantees you always hitting them. So, that is something I would recommend. For defeating the, this one, you get art books for Burning and Demon Slayer, and where Bunny crystals, which give you spiked events, along with Simpler. So yeah, overall, not bad. But it could be better. So, I'll just meet you over by where the next super boss is. The next one, which is found by teleporting over by Bionis Wrist, is the second strongest super boss in the game, Blizzard Belgaza. Belgazaz. How you pronounce that? The only thing that's worth noting about this one is that it does have a topple spike, so I would recommend not having forced topple moves on this one. And that's about it. Otherwise, hard hitting, pretty high leveled. Definitely treat this thing as a threat and do not topple it. Alright, that's it. I'll just meet you after I defeat this thing because this is gonna take a while, even on casual mode. Alright. Took a while, but I've defeated it. For defeating Blizzard Baja Blast, he gets Hammer Beat, Glory Leggings, a rare Behemoth Crystal which gives you Talent Boost and AP Up gems, which are pretty nice. And that's about it from you. And I consider it a little lucky that it's there's currently a Blizzard out, because the last super boss can only spawn in during a blizzard. So, up here on the 3-stage summit, Avalanche Apathy. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And you remember how I said have a 100% debuff resistance? Well, let me show you what happens if you don't have that. Like, let me put on Jelly 6 just to prove my point. So you see how that thing has a spike, right? And also level 120. Beware.
Looks like we don't have a choice.
Hit it, instant death. Straight up, that is a cruel spike. And yep, the only way to bypass that thing and not get hit by an instant death spike is through a debuff resistance to 100%. Otherwise, this thing is literally impossible to defeat. Are you gonna leave me alone or not? Oh. I guess I'm gonna have to jump. Okay. Alright, that's far enough, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna warp back up. But yeah, if you do not have a debuff resist 6 gem or enough debuff resist to at least get every character you're gonna fight this thing with to 100%, you better start grinding against those dinosaurs, because otherwise, yeah, even on casual mode, you won't be able to defeat this thing, because that instant death spike, that thing's gonna hurt. So, yeah. Once again, I'm gonna save right here. And also, again, this thing is only here during a blizzard. So, if the blizzard disappears while in the middle of fighting it, it will disappear. So, make sure when you fight this thing, fight it fast. Alright. I know I said that I would skip the blizzard buff because it would be too long, but this is the ultimate super boss. I think it's appropriate for me to show the fight against this thing. Okay, so other than having the most unfair spike in the entire game, this thing is also a huge menace when it comes to its attacks, unleashing tons and tons of varied moves that pretty much always guarantee some major damage, if not an instant death. So definitely be packing Monado armor for this fight, because otherwise, yeah, this thing is gonna just absolutely wreck you. Let's see. Let me get rid of the aggro. And let's do a chain attack. Thankfully, to make up for all the other bullcrap that involves with this fight. Oh, dang, the blizzard wore off. Dang it, the blizzard wore off. Anyways, to make up for all the other bullcrap, it does have really, really low defenses. So it's not too much of an issue. It's mostly just try and survive as many of its hard-hitting attacks as possible and just defeat its HP. And just drain its HP. So you don't have to worry about bringing in too many hard hitters. Honestly, this team is probably, the team that I'm using right now is probably the most optimal team for defeating this thing with, even outside of casual mode. But yeah, Demon Purging Fire. Oh dang. If this wasn't casual mode, that would for sure killed me. But then again, I did activate the chain attack, meaning that I would have survived. Every character would have survived with at least 1 HP. So, let's do armor. Reduce more damage. Do bitey. Gale Slash. There we go. Not bad. See, Vision. What are you unleashing? Ultra Air Crush 10. Yeah, that's what I figured. I guess if there's anything else to note is that obviously this is one of the last dragons you fight in the game. But this is the one and only renewable fighting dragon. And the fact that it's the strongest enemy in the entire game kinda says a lot about how powerful these things can be. And also, if you didn't use the demonic, like, blood flame thing, that one Dragon in Colony 6 drop, and use it for another purpose that the thing has, this is the other enemy that basically gives you that particular item. So be aware of that. Alright, gonna charge up Monado Art and let's chain attack. I think one more chain attack should do it. So let's do a purge so I can get rid of that aura on it. Say sorry. Soaring Tempest. Backslash. Bitey bitey. Gale Slash. Stream Edge. Because I'm running out of arts to use. Freeze it. Not bad. Could be better, but not bad. Oh, toppled it. Oh yeah, this thing is not topple immune, but it does have very high resistance to both break and topple. So definitely keep that in mind. But I think with this last chain attack, I think that should do it. So let's say sorry. And that is every super boss in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Yeah, joke in casual mode, but in normal mode, oh man, it will kick your butt, man. Anyways, for that we get Shadow Eye art book, pretty nice. Glory boots, a rare dragon crystal which gives you days plus and days up, pretty useless honestly. And considering that this is the only enemy that drops this, that just makes it even more worthless. But of course, Demonic Everflame is the last item. And thank goodness I got that, because I need that for something else coming up. So yeah, with all the excess, let's go ahead and level up Shadow Eye. I'm probably not going to do too much more fighting for the rest of the series, but, or at least for the base game, but still. Last thing that I want to do is actually go over to the main entrance of Colony 6, because there's something that I want to take care of that involves the draconic Everflame, the demonic Everflame, I mean. And it involves a certain Nopon tradesman. So I'm gonna just meet you over by where he is. So over by here. We want to talk to Daza and also have Ricky in the party, and if you can, if you don't already, have him have all of the like shopping skills unlocked. Trade. Meh, trades. Because, wait, does this guy not have it? Hang on, let me double check something real fast. Alright, I found all the NPCs that I need. So, first, talk to Sonia. Again, have Ricky in the party for this. Minute Mantis. I'm gonna give you the Derkfish for this. Mysterious Mantis. I'll go into more why I'm doing these trades a little bit, but for now, I'm gonna move on to Colony 6. The next NPC, Makrish. Coin of Fortune. I'm gonna give you a Thunder Atmos for that. See you. Next, Allus Key. Same thing. Go for the Golden Cog.
That's right.
Oh, I overtraded. Okay. Shining Impracticality. Alright, now I just need to look for Jarrell. Where he is. See, nope, nope. I'll just meet you when I find him. There she is.
Hello?
Straight, no problem. With you, Love Source. And this is where the Superbosses come into play. The only thing that you can trade that is worth as much as this is the Veritas Glyph, which can only be found by defeating Ancient Daedalus. And now, I'm gonna go find the other NPCs. Next is Lupa. Yes, you. For this one, Love Beetle. Let's give you a steel how for that. I did not expect that laugh to come out of you. Discount next time. Tradesman. Okay. On to the next one. Next up is Jarak at the Ether Plant. And for you, I want the Thunder Compass from you. Parts Noble.
I see.
After this too, Murky Yulka Water. Stormy Outlook. And our last one is on the Fallen Arm. Warp up to the junks. Let me make sure that this is the right... Okay. So I need to be on the lookout for Raxit. Namrizaka. Raxit. I already pronounced that. Let's see, now you. I think it's over by the junks. Namrizaka. You it? No. I'll be right back once I find him. Alright, I finally found Raxit. For you, I want the Angel Engine Y. And, huh. Would have figured that... Because I remembered that... I thought that the, demonic Everflame thing was used for trading for one of these, but whatever. So, why have I running around getting these random things? Well, every single one of those random things is part of the other Collectopedia. Yeah, that one page that's been there since the beginning and never got filled out can basically only be filled once you have cleared the main story and gotten everything. Yeah. For the bug category, we get an AP up 5 gem. Not bad. For parts, EXP up 5. And for the strange, critical up 5. And for completing the entire area, aggro down 5, probably the worst reward ever. And nothing else. Yep, don't get anything else for 100%ing the entire Collectopedia. Which, yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but I don't know. I still have fun collecting everything. If there's anything else I can note, Love Source is probably one of the best affinity grinding items in the entire game. I think it has, it's positive for every character. Like gifting wise, let me double check that real fast. Yes, okay. If given to anybody, it will form 4 hearts of affinity to a character, which is pretty high. So, yeah, definitely one of the best affinity grinding in the game. Stamp of Insanity, yeah, that's a fitting name for that achievement. Because yeah, you get that achievement for fully completing the Collectopedia. And yep, that means I've basically 100%ed this entire game. All except for one quest. And those who are fans of this game and already know it inside out know exactly what quest this is, and I'm excited as heck to be sharing it with you. But I think that'll do it for now. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, it's the finale. Or at least the finale of the base game. See you guys then.